Jemmy, no one can hear you. I'm gonna talk. GM, everyone. Jemmy's microphone is not working, so that's okay. I'll take over for now. I hope that everyone's doing okay. I'm not Jemmy. It's not my birthday, but that's fine. I'm Unjust Mouse. Hi. Anyways, let's get started. I hope everyone's having a great day, great month, great whatever time it is for you. It looks like the markets are pumping, so that's awesome. But yeah, so let's get started. I know that Jemmy usually does something at the beginning, but that's all right. I'm just going to do it my way because he's not here. So let's look at the newsletter. All right. I hope everyone is having a great week, though. And you can see this week for our newsletter page, we have added in some beautiful, strawberries as the title for the newsletter today. So as you guys can tell, wait, can you actually, I'm too fast. What? Stop it, Solus. Oh, you're ridiculous. Anyways, the banana split is on episode 127. What craziness is going on with this? And so we wanted to make sure to thank the newsletter team for all the hard work that they've been doing. And, you know, it's really awesome to be able to see all of the work that they have been going on for, it'll be 2 years and 20 weeks. Holy moly, what a long time. But anyways, let's get into the newsletter today. Check out what's going on with everything. And so we have our first page here. After the nice, beautiful title screen and the strawberries is we got some governance updates, which I will be talking about later on today. But right now, I'm not going to, get into it too much. But of course, there was a vote that was up, the VPP or the vote proposal process 2.0. And so on that process, obviously, it was to change and update the current vote proposal process that's going on, this is how we change the DAO, right? This is how we make different proposals so that we can use money from the DAO or so that we can promote from the DAO, so that we can work with everyone. And so I'm not going to go too deep into it because I'm going to talk about it a little bit later. But definitely, if you still, even if it wasn't your thing, there's plenty of other things you can propose. Doesn't matter if you're a Gen 2 or a Gen 3. Everyone in MonkeDAO can make a proposal. Wait, Jemmy?
That thing. Can you guys hear me?
It works now. Yeah.
Oh my God. What just happened? I was like blabbering and I was so excited to, just run town hall. But then I guess I just got rocked. But yeah, let's see. Where were you? Actually, do you just want to finish the newsletter? It's good to have a change of voice once in a while anyway. So once you finish the newsletter, I can take over from there. Feel free to go ahead and enjoy.
Sounds good. All right, thanks, Jemmy. All right, so the next thing that is going on in MonkeDAO is the immutability report review, which we highlighted last week, but we highlighted it again, mostly because this is a huge decision that's going to be happening for MonkeDAO, right? Concentrating our power on, do we want to go full immutability as fast as possible, or do we want to do a hybrid model of immutability? And so we had a discussion last week on Wednesday that is live on YouTube. If you want to watch that and learn more about that discussion, you can watch it. Maybe I think because Jemmy is here, I'll link that real quick. So if anyone wants to watch it. But pretty much there we kind of discuss the current options, kind of review everything with the team that went and did that immutability report over the last, about 6 months now. So they worked on it pretty hard. The team did a really great job. All of that is also available. If you guys want to know more, it's just inside of the Discord. All you have to do is go to the immutability report working group, and you can check out all the updates that have happened since the inception of that vote. And so from there, make some decisions. I have a tiny PFP because someone made a small one for me and I never turned it back. All right. So past the immutability report, of course, is the town hall TLDR. If you want to know more about what happened last week, then all you have to do is just put in ! town hall TLDR, and you can get a catch up on what happened last week. And if you don't have time for that, maybe you don't like reading, we also have that available always on YouTube. So every single week we have that available on YouTube, so you can listen to us like a podcast, inside of your ears, listening to Jemmy and all of us talk up here about the musings of MonkeDAO every single week. But nonetheless, all you have to do is just put exclamation point Town Hall TLDR, and you'll get all the information you need. Thank you to the Town Hall team. And as you guys know, we have TD77, who's always up here. He's running all the tunes, but then there's a bunch of other guys and gals that are running in the background, making sure that everything gets updated every single week. Who isn't pulling up the newsletter on the screen? Simon, if you want to pull up the newsletter on the screen, then pull it up. I can't do 10,000 things at once. Love you. All right, moving on. Lots of IRL events happening. So, in case you guys didn't know, obviously last week and the week before, we had some stuff that was there was a London Hacker House, there was ECC, but of course, it never ends. So, if you are around and you want to be, I'll talk slower. If you want to join up, there are a bunch of events that are happening very, very soon. First and foremost is the Hacker House in Bengaluru, which I'm going to mess up how to say, but nonetheless, it is in India. And if you want to travel there, obviously we have a group. So telegrams are up and good to go. Super Simon loves making telegram chats. And so that's the main purpose that he has right now is making 1 million telegram chats. We actually just found out, and we're going to be working on it soon, and adding the Matrika bot to all of the telegram chats. So in the upcoming weeks, it will be gated to only monkeys. So for these kind of meetups and that kind of thing, we're only going to have monkeys, which is pretty awesome. And so when you go to any event, you'll know that that group is exclusive to those that are around. Okay, he's going to come up later. So India Hacker House is coming up soon. Singapore Breakpoint, of course, is coming up in September. So if you noticed this past week, there were some Breakpoint tickets that went up into the banana stand. And so I'll not reveal too much more about that, but just know that there might be a few more coming around. So if you are going to Singapore and you want to have a great time and maybe you want to attend Breakpoint, keep your eyes on the banana stand because we will be putting up a bunch more tickets for people to be able to receive. On top of that, there's going to be a lot of other things happening inside Singapore. So if you are around, be ready and get ready for all the different things that are going to happen. Make sure that your calendars are pretty open and good to go. Also soon is going to be CoinFest. Shout out to Boana who helped to work on this. If you guys don't know, CoinFest is happening in Bali in August, near the end of August. So if you're around and you're interested, you should definitely join the group for that. MonkeDAO is going to present themselves there at CoinFest. There'll be some monkeys there that you might know, and so make sure to join the group for that. From there, post Breakpoint, there's going to be a ton of different events going on. There's going to be some in Thailand, some in Dubai. There's going to be another Hacker House in Hong Kong. There's going to be another MonkeDAO in Salt Lake City coming up in August. There's just a ton of events that are going on. So please be sure to join into the Telegram chats or make sure to go down to the IRL events channels and check those out so that you can, get into the ones that you will be attending. Of course, for MonkeDAO, we try to do something exciting at events that have enough monkeys. But even if we don't have something planned, of course, the meetup grant is still there. So make sure to use that. It allows, any Gen 2 or Gen 3 to come together as long as there's 5 of you and to have a drink, have dinner, whatever you want to do. Just make sure to capture the moment and also make sure to record how much you're going to spend and that kind of thing so that you can be reimbursed. But nonetheless, lots and lots of events, tons of stuff going on. Please make sure to check out all of our Telegram groups and check out all the different meetups and IRL events channels that are down in the Discord. All right. From there, there are 8 billion pages always of monkeys on Twitter. This week was, I think, pretty epic because the markets were pretty happy. If we're already at the post already, please forward the deck on screen. Thanks. I can't. It's not here, Simon. Oh, there's the Hacker House. Well, that's the first topic. Sorry, he's distracting me. I can't do 5 things at once. I love you. Nonetheless, monkeys on Twitter. I don't know. Actually, Jemmy, can we switch for this part so that I can show some of these so that Simon will be happy with me?
All right, yeah, sounds good. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh my God, finally. This was such a crazy week. I guess my laptop went crazy as well. All right, I guess this is the monkey content section. Is that right?
Yeah, that's
Kian,
where we're at.
thank you for the happy birthday wishes. I want to assure you that I'm 100% safe, not kidnapped. So don't worry. And yes, so let's dive right back into the newsletter. Monkeys on content. Sorry, monkeys on Twitter. The monkeys content as usual. There's a bunch of things happening, and I think a lot of folks are also sharing the latest night that they have. I think there is also one specific one that was very outstanding. The one attribute naked zombie looks really amazing. Reminds me of one of the original founder of SMB. Part of the ones who did the art, who bought something like that. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it, but maybe that's kind of like considered bad juju. But let's move on. This is, as usual, one of the favorite part. I want to shout out to Santi as well. Santi is a fellow monkey who's just been, actively, just passionately showcasing his conviction through his traits. Almost every other day, I've been seeing, his posts around, scooping new monkeys, and that's not just that, finding good traits out there, and also SMB. SMB on Twitter as well. Solana Maxis especially love the content that they continue to put out, especially sniping monkeys and whatnot. So yeah, continue to post, all this content, especially. This is super helpful for us because part of the newsletter is also about showcasing the community and not just like, oh, boring DAO updates. And this is super important that everyone keeps up with the momentum. Just continue to ping us if you are afraid that we may miss out some of the content that you put out. And I love this one by David as well. Shout out Yellow David. I think we may have a chance to see David in Singapore. I heard that David is going to travel to Singapore for a short period, and we are probably going to host one of our monkey meetups really soon. And Cersei is not aware of it yet because she did not join the Cool Monkeys Hangout IRL today. But this content by Yellow David, if you haven't seen, is about I believe this is one of his family member, his daughter possibly sharing the strawberry or picking out a strawberry, which is really wholesome content. Love to see it. All right. Yes, it is myself. I wish I was this young. If I was this young, I would do a lot of things differently. Shout out to Vlogs. All right. So let's move on for now. DAO services. I think this part is largely kind of put out as a reminder, where we can share with the community at large on exactly what are some of the features that we may have. From the DAO's perspective, especially for our fellow members. I like that command actually. It's been a while. So it's good to see that. Thank you. Monday Monkey Spotlight. This is one of the favorite platform. This is just crazy and insane. Shout out especially to some of our monkeys who were here since the early beginning. Maurice, Benny especially. This is not an easy program to run. I remember us having to wake up at 3 a.m. ungodly hours, and I think Simon had the honor of trying out 3 a.m. Mondays a couple of weeks ago when he was in Asia. So this is a lot of fun actually. You guys should go check it out, especially if you are building something in MonkeDAO. And you are a verified member of MonkeDAO. This is definitely a platform you should sort of leverage on. All the sessions are recorded. It's basically a platform that we've carved out for monkey builders to come up and share more about the project that they're working on. All right. Build with MonkeDAO, as usual, this is some of the grants program that is available. Of course, Monkey verified members may have a little bit more visibility, but really you don't actually need to own an SMB to qualify for this grant itself. Okay. So Monkey Music, this is just all about the good vibes. Shout out to Kawabunga Jones for running this. I do love, some of the content that they share, and it's just really all about good vibes. Keep things fun and simple.
I was told by Fugo today as well. KISS simply means keep it simply stupid, or keep it simple and stupid, which is kind of, all about the good vibes, I guess, to some degree. All right. Monkey Ventures, I want to do a quick shout out here. I know that a lot of folks are asking about the moonwalk opportunity, and I'm not sure if this is, safe to comment. But that is pretty much 60 to 70% subscribed. There is increasing interest from the team as well because they are very, very oversubscribed. If you have already uh, sort of sign up for it, please make sure that you fill up your allocation latest by end of this weekend. If you have not yet already done so, please do so ASAP. Okay, just get your application in, and then we can have it fulfilled so that you can be part of the mobile opportunity. We'll close it up by this week. All right, so that is all that we have. DAO announcements, June Q2 banana stand, the stats recap. That is one thing that I think Moon Settler shared with us last week. If you guys are interested, feel free to go through it and ping him anytime. All right, so that is the end of the newsletter we have prepared for you this week. And part of dragging this out is so that everyone can qualify for your 20 minutes threshold and you can earn your bananas for this week. Otherwise, you may not be able to, end of the week with your town hall banana attendance. All right. Now, actually, what I kind of intended to start off this week's town hall with is not so much of the newsletter. I had intended to do or switch it up slightly differently to recognize the community and whatnot and share some of the thoughts. But I mean, since the audio rocked us, no harm switching things up a little bit. It's always more fun to have things done slightly differently once in a while at least. Now, let me put this out. I just wanted to share this here. I was getting a lot of these apps or whatnot. Asset Dash was saying, oh, Solana is back at 160, 170. And the natural instinct was like, oh, so price pump, NFTs probably down. So I went to Tensor right before Town Hall to check what exactly is happening in the NFT space. And it's been really interesting to just see that our SMB Gen 2 had 10 almost close to 10% change in terms of 24-hour price changes in terms of that floor price or whatnot. It's just refreshing to see. And this is again, we are not new to the NFT space, and a lot of the volume announcement that came through over the last couple of days has largely been around like, oh, SMB collection itself has had a lot of volume. But of course, we know that, with 0% royalties, it's a double-edged sword. Sometimes people may tend to use that collection for whatever well-known purposes that you and I are familiar with. All right, but anyway, so this is a shout out to the community members, everyone especially, and this also shows you hopefully the opportunity that exists as well with the Gen 3 community, right? The Gen 3 holders especially. Adjust, is there something showing right now? I think your YouTube is playing. Let's see.
Yeah, that's why I clicked the link that he gave. Sorry.
Oh my god. Which link? Oh, got it. I see. Okay. I guess we were a little bit distracted there, but as we promised earlier, the Bungalow Hacker House is definitely heating up. So let's dive right back to our town hall agenda item. I want to bring up Chandan this week. Chandan is a monkey who's based in Bangalore. He has been extremely helpful and amazing. So shout out to Chandan for reaching out to us and letting us, or rather sort of volunteering to help host a monkey meetup alongside the Bangalore Hacker House. So there's been a lot of interesting sort of progression there. I don't want to sort of spoil the exciting stuff. So I'm going to bring up Chandan right now to share with us some of the exciting things happening with the Bangalore Hacker House as well as the monkey meetup that he has helped us put together. GM Chandan, thanks for taking time. This is like very late night for you. So appreciate you taking the time to join us. Feel free to take over the stage.
Yo, GM, good day, guys. Man, what a couple of days it has been, right? I was asking Jemmy, I mean, for a very long time about having our own monks local chapter, but it was still a procedure in progress. I never thought we would have a monk event in a city so early. From having just a couple of monks in the city and to have 20 monks to attend the event, all this in the span of just 2 days. Man, I still cannot believe this, and it feels so unreal, right? Yeah, man. I mean, there is a monks meetup next week, specifically on 25th of July, which is on Thursday, just the night before Solana Hacker House. So we wanted to have a day before the Hacker House because to get to know each other before we go to the Hacker House, right? So imagine, I mean, we wearing 20 people wearing all the monks now t-shirts and entering the Hacker House together. Man, it's I mean, as I said, it's still unreal for me. I mean, I still cannot believe unless it happens. But first and foremost, I would like to thank Jimmy for being super supportive and he has been he's been communicating in a very swift manner. And secondly, Simon for keeping a check on Telegram. He has been accepting, approving people on Telegram. He's been checking them as well. And also one more person, I mean, I would like to shout out is Drug Baron Queen. So she has been equally supportive and she has been taking some of the matters in her own hands and she has been helping me to organize the event as well. And one more shout out I would like to give is another monk called Vela. So he has onboarded 3 new monks to the MonkeDAO. Yeah. So yeah, man, I'm really excited, Jimmy. So yep.
All right, thank you, Chandan. Really appreciate you, and it's just really nice when we get to work with passionate monkeys who really just understand the monkey vision of organizing community. And Chandan is one that is very excited about starting the Monkey India chapter. For a long time, we've been thinking about how can we actually start gathering people across or membership across India, because India is huge, by the way, if you haven't already know. So with Chandan's help and especially alongside the Bangalore Hacker House, this is a great timing. So really excited to see how that sort of 5 or 6 monkey meetup that Chandan and Queen told me about a couple of weeks ago eventually became 10, became 16, and now 20. So this is really, really, very nice to see, especially. So congratulations. Shout out to Chandan once again. Please join us to thank Chandan. And we hope that this will carry on to kickstart one more local chapter, which is the India or MonkeDAO India chapter really, really soon. So Chandan, I hope you guys have fun. Let us know how we can continue to support you guys. India has a lot of people, right? Yes, but India has just about 20 monkeys, and we can change that really, really soon. All right, so let's go back to our town hall agenda item this week. Is now once again your weekly dosage of Cersei updates and Cersei interesting rants. Without further delay, let's bring up the most entertaining, member on stage today. Cersei, feel free to take over.
Why am I entertaining? But yeah, shout out to Chandan and also shout out to India monkeys, because we get, like, just to add on to Jamie's point, we got 2 separate monkeys, like Drug Baron Queen and Chandan. They separately wanted to initiate something and they came separately to us. So I think that was really cool. And then we brought them together in a group, and then now they're working together. I'm drunk. Okay. Oh shit, this is going to YouTube, but can everyone just look at the thing? Because can everyone just go to the chat for a while? I need like a very, very, very quick vibe chat, because I'm getting a partnership request and I'm not feeling the vibes, but I also don't want to read you guys off like an airdrop opportunity. So just tell me what you feel. Anything good, anything bad, just look at it. But yeah, this shit is going to YouTube. Just stop spamming. You guys can't see my tweet. I mean, not tweet. You guys can't see this. Tell me what you guys think about it. If you want it, if you don't want it, yes, just go for it. But oh yes, guacamole. I'm gonna talk to you after this. But anyway, so yeah, I think take a breath and relax. No, I was just drinking. Partnerships wise, just wanna say that we have some great time getting some partnerships. What happened? We had this Stefan Snickers, and then after that, Moon Settler is helping us raffle this Octo character. So I think just want to remind you guys that if you guys earn the Octo packs, can you guys please just open a Discord ticket so we can actually give you guys the pack. And shit, I swear I had something. Oh, you guys. Okay, I'm so sorry that. So basically, Chat decided to give us yes coin airdrop for Gen 2s. I think that's really amazing. So I think just to keep you guys in a loop, I'm trying to ask for more so we can raffle them on the banana stand so we get more tokens. Can you tick up? I think we did it. Yeah, no. Basically, I can tell you guys what's my purpose, the TLDR of this part. Basically, there's no use. The only use is to connect with everybody and we can maintain an amazing rapport because I am the partnership lead and I get ridiculous and nonsense requests all the time. And I told Jeremy that I'm at the peak of getting cancelled anytime because people are just demanding shit. I'm just asking them to shut the fuck up. But I'm gonna get cancelled for being a horrible bitch at some point of time. So yeah, we need to maintain great relationships. Okay, that's all. Bye bye.
All right. All right. Thanks a lot, Cersei. This is why I can safely say that every week is a surprise because you never know what's up. All right. Nevertheless, shout out. This is not an easy task. If you guys have any sort of interesting partnership that you think could be helpful, of course, feel free to sort of point it in a constructive manner. And understand that although as much as we do, love to, make everything happen, we also always have to end up prioritizing or rather just optimize across different factors that needs to be considered. All right. What just happened? Well, I don't know. You just happened. That's what happened. All right. So let's move on for now. This is one of the most exciting thing that has happened this week as well. Kind of caught us by surprise. I want to see if we have Buana in the room. Buana, if you are in here with us today, can you... I find you. Very iconic VR monkeys. Very, very hard to miss. What the thing just happened? This is going all on record. So I have to protect myself. All right, Buana, GM, thanks a lot for organizing the Coin Fest. If you are available and you are convenient to speak, we'd love to bring you up and share with us what exactly is going on with this Coin Fest event that you are talking about or you were talking about, and how did this even come about? GM Buana, feel free to take it away.
GM, hi. So yeah, I've been looking at some conferences that are happening while I was planning my very big Asia trip, and I saw there is a CoinFest happening on Bali, which just happened to be a location where I go often. And I saw when trying to buy my tickets for CoinFest, there is something we can apply as a community. And then I applied for MonkeDAO as a community so we can get a very nice 20% discount on when buying tickets. So we will be one of the partners for CoinFest Asia. And from what I've seen, our discount is double than the other communities. I don't know how we got it, but yay, very happy. Basically, what is CoinFest? It's happening in Bali in a location is Nuanu, that's close to Canggu. It's happening on August 22nd and 23rd. And they are announcing very big names. There are also some, like when you go scroll on the speakers who have been confirmed. So now all are very nice LinkedIn photos. And then there is one PFP from the Solana ecosystem. I found that very amusing. So there will be speakers that will be presenting even Bonk and a lot of big names. And if there are any monkeys who will be joining the CoinFest, let me know so we can also organize a meetup or something and enjoy Bali, sun, and crypto conferences. That's it. Hopefully, Simon will make a Telegram group for us too.
All right, thanks a lot, Buana. Really appreciate it. KoiFest is a pretty fun conference to be around. I think some of us were fortunate enough to attend it for the last year's edition. And I think we expect a couple of monkeys who are based out of Singapore and Asia, especially, who will be attending. So shout out, Buana, for helping us make this happen. And yes, would be definitely, nice to see monkeys get together, especially in Bali. Before the after breakpoint Bali that is happening, of course. All right, so that is CoinFest. If you guys are interested and have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to Buana or Sosi, and then we can help point you towards the right direction, etc., etc. All right. So next up, to the most fun part of this week's town hall is the most engaging section that everyone is most excited about, which is proposals update. I kid you not. I'm just kidding, of course. So Unjust Mouse, feel free to take this away.
Yeah, everyone loves proposals. So, if you were not aware, we recently just had a vote that went up. I kind of talked about it last week, and as of today, the results are out. So if you were not aware, it was for the vote proposal process update as initiated by the board. As they kind of stated, it had 100% board approval and then also had exec approval. So we were pushing it out to DAO under the normal process. So it went to the proposal stage. It passed that pretty well, and then it went to the voting stage, and ultimately it did not pass. It did not pass because it did not reach quorum. Quorum at this time for this type of vote needed 372 Gen 2 monkeys to vote. We did not reach that. Sadly, only 84 Gen 2 monkeys voted on this proposal. Obviously, there's lots of different reasons why this could potentially have happened. Maybe once it got past the first stage, people lost interest or they no longer cared. Or even if they did care, maybe they just thought that it wasn't worthwhile. But nonetheless, it did not meet quorum, but it did meet the passing vote requirement by a gigantic margin. Pretty much of the 84 people that did vote for this proposal, 83 of them voted yes. One person voted no, and there were 0 abstains. So that means that ultimately, at least we would be able to assume that the vast majority of monkeys do agree that this is a good proposal and that it should have passed, but ultimately we did not reach quorum. So there is a discussion that's open. If you want to say any words or discuss it or anything like that, I will post it inside of the chat here, and then it's also been posted inside of the DAO under the vote results. So if you want to learn more or read anything more, you're more than welcome to say your piece and go about that. But at the end of the day, it seems that it will not pass. So as a response, we'll work on some things in the background. We have been discussing that there might have been a few different things that cause monkeys not to vote. One is that there is still a cost when someone has to vote. Standardly, it's not super high, but sometimes if you own several monkeys, it is high. So we're attempting to remove that fee so that all voting in the future will be 0 cost to monkeys that vote. And then secondly, we're looking into incentivizing voting. Though I'm not a huge proponent, that is kind of irrelevant. We do want to kind of link the banana stand to our DAO vote. In a way that when you go and you do vote, you can have bananas in exchange for voting. So we're working on that with the Banana Stand team. Another thing as well is that we're working on trying to make it so that proposals also have a voting mechanism. And then from there, we're also working on an update to quorum. Mostly because we kind of had discussed this at the beginning of the epoch, that it's one of the objectives for the board and for the exec to kind of come together and update. And so ultimately, the VPP did include a section that updated quorum, that allows for updates to quorum, at least changing the current one, because at this time, there really is no formal update to quorum. It needs to be kind of gone through the same process as everything else, which makes it kind of difficult. But we also know that we want to present a new quorum in the future, ideally soon, so that more proposals that especially get a super majority, beyond a super majority of votes, can pass. This isn't the first vote that this has happened, where we have a very, very high percentage of monkeys that do vote that really want this to happen, and there's like next to no votes. So it's something that we kind of recognize, and we know that we need to update and change. Also, this VPP is something that came up in the current bylaws, the restructuring of it. So ideally, as we move forward in the next few weeks, we'll have we'll push out some things to the DAO to hopefully update and change a little bit of this process. We were having some interesting talks with actual creators of IP documents that are on chain as well. So there's a lot of interesting stuff, hopefully, to come with governance. I know it's not the most exciting thing to talk about. I apologize if it is boring to hear about, but it is how we thrive as monkeys. And I think that voting is our power, and we need to be able to constantly try to get people to realize that, whether or not they're incentivized or not. MonkeDAO, the power of MonkeDAO is that each and every monkey has the opportunity to change the direction of the DAO. And that has happened multiple times now. We're on bylaws version 4. We're attempting to update to vote proposal process version 2, and obviously we've had tons of other votes that have happened that have changed the structure and the shape of the DAO. So it's really important that even if you don't vote, even if you're not really into it, there are plenty of things that you can attempt to shape the DAO with. The ambassador program is one of those as well. So there's a lot of different things out there in the DAO. Make sure to have your voice heard. And I think that's about it for now. Ideally, we'll have a bunch more proposals coming up soon. And I hope to see some great ones from the monkeys that are out there. Thanks, Jimmy.
All right, thanks a lot, Just Miles. That is, of course, one of the most fun part, and I can't stress this enough, because as we get excited about price bumping, I want to also make a brief note that we do have a pretty stacky treasury of currently approximately 8 million, and by being part of MonkeDAO, you are a part of everything that we own. All right. And by exercising your voting rights, it is, a way to sort of participate in the governance process and help us collectively decide the direction of the DAO. And I can't imagine, any way to be prouder, to be a prouder monkey than really to participate in the governance process actively, make sure that you make your voice heard, vote to make sure that you drive things towards the right direction that we want to see. All right. And of course, I think just alongside the comment I just brought to us as well, just want to quickly point this out. I think one specific proposal that will be upcoming, which I believe will come probably next week, is around some of the extension discussion that has been put forth. And I think once that is ready, we'll continue to have some discussions around it. But I want to highly encourage everyone to please, if possible, pull your fellow monkeys around, rally around, as much as all this, all the foundational things that we've been laying in terms of committee work, organizing local chapters. It's all about the good vibes, but at the end of the day, also we want to see monkeys participate on chain. So this is your way to show that you are part of the governance process. All right. Of course, this is not perfect. Like I just mentioned, we want to continue to find ways to iterate it and try to find a better way to push things out that can communicate clearer, make things easier for everyone. All right. Now I assure you, although I may have tricked you once with the most fun thing of this week, that is lineup, this is probably really the most fun part of this week's town hall. And this is the rigged raffle time. Kawabunga Jones got this 100% correct. Without further delay, Moon, please run the rigged raffle for us and let us know who the 5 winners are that we have already decided during this week's meeting anyway.
GM. All right. Yeah. We're gonna run the raffle, which is not rigged. But yeah, before we start, we got 2 raffles that we're gonna run today. First up, we do have the Octo Monkey Munch avatar. For those of you who did enter, we got 28 entries in this raffle. And for those of you who don't know, this is actually a really cool raffle that was run in partnership with the Octo team to really build up the IP of your monkey. I know that before in the past, for those who've been around NFTs from like 2021, IP was a big part of like why you would own an NFT and build your brand around it. I know that some of that has dissipated with the desire to just trade floors and stuff like that. However, this is a really cool opportunity for those who did enter to have your PFP or your monkey be featured as the main monkey avatar in an Octo game, which there will be more information on in the near future. But let me start sharing my screen so we can go ahead and raffle this off. If anyone has any other ideas to build up IP of your monkeys and different partnerships and stuff like that, that maybe we can take on and do, you can ping any of the execs, primarily Cersei, if you are interested. Sorry, Cersei, just dropping it in there. But yeah, anyways, if anybody has any cool ideas that you want to do to like leverage your monkey, your NFT, and build, and you are actively trying to build a brand around it, we would love to see that come more back to life, I guess you can say, from what we used to have. So first up, we got the names. So like I said, 28 entries for this one. There will be one winner. We'll go ahead and shuffle it. And first up, we have winner of the PFP is Coma. Coma, congratulations. For these items and as well as the other Octo items, please do open a ticket in the Discord so that we can get you all set up and get all the codes and everything for you. Cool. So now we'll proceed on to the barrel raffle. So this week's barrel raffle, week 34, we got 384 entries. So gone ahead and input the names in here. 5 winners. We'll go ahead and shuffle. First up for this week's barrel raffle, we have, and yes, if there are alts that A, we already know of, or B, we do find out after, he will be removed and redrawn. So just FYI. First up, we have Trav. Congratulations, Trav. You are the first winner for this week's raffle. Shuffle it up. Next up, number 2 for this week, we got, oh wow, Jemmy's minting. What's he minting? Or what's he revealing? English. Oh wow! English actually won. That's quite some. All right, so that's our second winner for this week. Next up, we have we might have to re-roll English. Something's wrong there. Might have to redo that one. Ravioli PFP. Congratulations, you're the third winner for this week's barrel raffle. Fourth up, we got Crypto Jack. Congratulations, you are the 4th winner for this week. And final shuffle for the 5th winner of this week's barrel raffle is Crypto Big Belly Monkey. So those are the 5 winners for this week. Congratulations. Double check everything, make sure it's all good. But yeah, that's it for this week's barrel raffle. We will have obviously next week's raffle. So if you didn't win this week, better luck next week. And we'll keep doing it. And also keep an eye out on the banana stand. As you guys saw this week, a couple different surprise drops. May have some more surprise drops coming up in the near future. So we'll obviously post announcements and everything around them. did read the comments around limited supply and giving more opportunity either through raffles or through raffles like that instead of direct buy. So we'll be taking all the feedback in and applying it going forward as well. We want to make sure as fair as possible. We also want to make it so that there is demand around these items, especially with artist items, driving exposure to the artists around it. So if you didn't necessarily get the direct buys, there is still an opportunity. You can work out commissions with the artists and stuff like that. So we have limited supply of different things and different drops that we do. So there is a gamification aspect to it to keep it fun and engaging for everyone. So that's it for me this week. Back over to you, Jemmy.
All right, thanks a lot, Moon. Really appreciate it. This was so much fun. Of course, I knew that I would never ever win the barrel raffle, so I just went ahead and cracked my own barrel anyway. But anyway, congratulations to all the winner. Re-roll burn the barrel that is meant for him, and we will just put and free the monkey on his. Now, before we end off this week, how can we say that Town Hall is wholesome without actually welcoming new monkey members to the community? So before we sort of take off this week for touch grass sessions and whatnot, I want to do a quick shout out to see if we have any new monkeys in the room. I just saw a couple of new monkeys, 2 to 3 tags as well. And also, Lucy as well, I see your name there. If you are a new monkey, we would love to say hi. Could you come, or rather, could you tag any one of us and let us know? And we would love to bring you up the stage to introduce yourself. Feel free to let us know a quick background of yourself, what you do in Web3, how you got to know about MonkeDAO, and what you're excited about. All right, Lucy, I see that you are already on the stage. I probably pronounced your name wrongly, so please forgive me. Feel free to take over the stage.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. So GM everyone, my name's Lucci, 22-year-old, French monkey, coming from France, Paris Saint-Germain. I love baguette and croissants. What can I say? I've been in the space for now 1 year and a half, and fully invested in Web3 since 1 year now. I'm a council member in Insider, so I build this with crops for those who knows this. Yeah, that's it. I went to NFT Paris, and I think that's the first time I really heard about SMBs. And yeah, it was kind of obvious that when I had enough liquidity to join, I joined. So pro gambler, NFT trader mainly, but I'm a DJ IRL. So feel free if you like gambling to send me a DM and we can play together.
All right, thanks a lot, Lucy. Welcome to the community once again. I pray that you never have to spend an extended period of time with vlogs, but otherwise, you will be in very good monkey hands. Welcome to the community once again. We hope you enjoy your time here and find a family in here as well. Let us know how we can be helpful. Oh, I think I just saw another new monkey, Goms XSZZ. Sub7.xyz. That is a very, very long name. I'm just going to send you an invite to speak. If you are available, feel free to come out. And Vlogs, remember, we do not condone violence in MonkeDAO. Feel free to take over the stage, Goms. Welcome to the family. All right, let's see if this works. Yes, welcome to the family once again, Lucy. Appreciate you coming up here. Goms, do you want to try again? Maybe the mic had some issue earlier. All right, let's give it a shot. Sometimes it does happen, a fair bit of delay here and there. No worries, take your time. We are just having fun. All right, yes, this works perfectly now. We can hear you well. GM, thanks for taking time to join us today.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me to speak, and apologize for the birds. I have birds on my house, so yeah, basically I joined this community because I met Unjust Mouse back in Brussels on the Solana birthday, with Super Germany team in Germany. He literally talked with me about the community, and he told me that this would be like the best community to connect with more people, to create engagement, not only like to bring deal flow for my business that I will talk like about later, but also like to make more friends and like to have more smart minds around us. Like, I don't want to be the smartest person in the room, and I know that we have a lot of founders here, a lot of marketers, a lot of business guys, a lot of tech guys. So this is a community not just like for devs or business people or whatever. It's a community for everyone. That's why I joined this community, because like we have everything here. So I'm really looking forward to discover more. And about myself, I'm the CVDO and co-founder of Sub7 Security. We are mainly focused on smart contract audits and everything that is cybersecurity related, technical due diligence, pen testing, and so on. We are based in Luxembourg, but I'm Portuguese myself. I love to surf. And yeah, what else I can tell about myself? I'm also advisor for several Web3 companies. And yeah, feel free to connect. I'm always open to answer. I have my DM open, and I'm always open to help and collaborate for free, because I believe on giving free value away to receive later. Cheers, guys.
All right, welcome to the family once again. I'm very excited that you got to meet Anjas. Feel free to let us know how we can be helpful. And we will always be more than happy to help you. And similarly, hope you find a family in here as well. Welcome to the family once again. All right, is there any more new committee members in the room join us over the last weeks or so and have not yet had the opportunity to come up and say hi? Yes, that was another barrel cracking. Well, I just cracked three more. I was hoping for the 1-1, but maybe not. All right, if there's no other new monkeys in the room, be more than happy to send the Pump It Up vibes really soon. But before we do that, as usual, we want to send a big thank you to each and every one of you for taking time out of your precious Friday to join us. And we really appreciate you. Next week, Anjas Mouse will run the town hall because I will unfortunately be stuck in the air. And it will again be a very fun Friday for everyone. Without further delay, enjoy the weekend vibes and let's pump it up. Sorry, vlogs.
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, don't you know?